LDBC, this is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Okay, y'all. Shout out to the brother. Brother asked me, basically, Coach, I'm starting a new business venture, and my family member and some of my closest friends, they don't sound very, positive or optimistic about me being successful in this venture. Coach, what do you do about this? Well, first of all, this video is for two people or two groups of people that I definitely take what they say to heart on a lot of topics. That's 10 Players News and 7-8 Sports TV. And I'm doing this too on behalf of 10 Players because so many people steal their stuff, man, and they don't ever get credit for it. So many people steal 7-8 Sports TV stuff, and they don't even have the decency to give a man credit for it. But in this video, they get full credit for some of the things that I'm teaching, and that's just the way that is. Okay, so you want to know what to do about people that don't share your vision. You can't do nothing. What are you gonna do? You can't control their thoughts. You can't control a person's thoughts. I mean, why is it with this young generation, y'all get upset when people don't think exactly like you? When people don't think like you, when people don't have your vision, everybody not gonna have your vision. Everybody, you can't conform people to think the way you want to think. You gotta just move on, let people do what they do, and then that's it. That's it. That's all you can do, is let people do what they do. And that's just the way that is. But your problem, what's up, man? Your problem, and your acute problem that you have right now, is you ran your mouth. You see, you caused the hate. The hate came from you. You're not hating on yourself, but what you did and what you've done. See, you told. You didn't keep your damn mouth shut, and that's why you got people hating on you. See, anytime you're starting up anything, I had to learn this. See, this ain't me criticizing you to death. I'm telling you the truth. You talk too damn much. And whenever you are starting any kind of business, anything, or you want to get something in motion, you keep your mouth shut. You shut your mouth. You shut up. Because the thing of it is, not everybody is going to share your passion. They ain't going to share your vision for what you're trying to do. They ain't going to do that. In fact, the people you telling, and most of us, we have a habit, is because I used to do this. You tell people, okay? You tell people different things, but you're telling them your passion. But you have people that know you. Oh, this little Bobby from down the street, he ain't doing nothing with himself. He just talking. But you know what they say? Hey, man, I want to do this. Oh, yeah, man, that's a good idea, man. That's an excellent idea. But man, you got to have capital. You got to have startup capital to do that. And you ain't got no startup capital. Hey, but that's a good idea. Sneak this. They sitting here trying to tell you what you can and can't do. Hey, man. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, man. But, ain't nobody black ever done trying to do something you trying to do. Ain't nobody black ever done that. Hey, but man, hey, but there's hope. No. See, these are the type of people you telling, just based on your comment, your message. These are the people you telling. These are the folks that you're telling. See, I've always been taught, okay? I've been taught that you talk to people. Now, I didn't get this from 7, 8, or 10 players. I was taught years ago, man. And you know what? The worst mistake I ever made. I was young and stupid in my 20s. And there was he was a guy, man. He was a wealthy guy. And we worked for the same boss. He got out, started his own business, and just did a whole wealth of things, man. And we kept in contact, man. And every year he would donate, $300 to $500 to my team. And, to go buy uniforms and shoes. He still do that today. And, man, he would always tell me, he said, man, man, you and I need to have a talk. We need to do this. And I'm like, man, come on, Tom. I'm trying to have no talk, man. He said, look, man. He said, dude, you can change your financial future, man. Just sit down. And say, I wasn't trying to hear it in my early 20s. I wasn't trying to hear. But see, I learned from him. Man, look, you got to talk to people who are above your level. You can't talk to people at your level. You can't talk to people below your level. You got to talk to people that's well above your level. You know why? Because they've already done what you're trying to do. then they're more likely going to have more solutions than problems for you. See, people that's below your level and at your level, they got more problems than they do solutions. And see, your problem is, it's a problem a lot of us had. Me, I had it. You're telling people that's below your level. You can't have nothing successful when you're telling people below your level, because people below your level, you know why they below you in life? You know why? Because they never try to do anything for their damn self. That's why they're below your level. They've never tried to step out. They've never tried to step out on faith and do anything. They've never tried. So that's why. That's why you're getting the responses from them that you're getting. Now, don't listen to the video. Yeah, good video. No, 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 no. It's no time for coffee and donuts. It's not time for that. Don't sit there and listen to the video and say, hey, man, this. Nah. See, having drive is good. But see, you can't tell everybody what the hell you're doing. You need to shut your damn mouth and just go to work. I tell people this all, shut up. Stop talking so much. Just shut your mouth and go to work. That's the problem with some of you dudes. Y'all talk, man. You're doing a lot of talking, but it ain't no action. Man, you know what? 10 Players News, and it's like, you know how God put people there to try to educate you on stuff, and you just don't listen. So I looked at some videos from 10 Players News. Man, the answer right there in my face. I'm talking about the answer sitting right there in my face several times. I just didn't want to listen. I didn't want to listen. This was about maybe 2.5 years ago, man, when I first started watching their channel. I didn't want to listen. I didn't care to listen. You know, I was like, oh, good video. Just like you doing. Oh, good video. But I never put what they were saying into action. There's a lot of us like that. We'll watch a video, somebody giving us some real dope advice, and then we don't use the advice that they're giving us. I started laughing, man. I'm like, yeah. And then I got so financially frustrated. I called up 78. I said, man, I'm having it, look, man, XYZ. And basically, that hour and 15-minute conversation changed my life. I hung up the phone with 78, and I went and looked at the video from 10 Players News. I looked at that video 10 times in a row, and I looked at it and looked at it, and I started internalizing and ingesting, and even, I even took down a couple of points that I thought was key. And now I need a brand new notebook because I put them key points down in some wrinkled up, stinky notebook. But see, you learn, you live, and you learn. You live and you learn. And, I did that, and I looked at those points. I said, man, this is the exact same thing 78 said. It's identical. And so I started putting my plan into motion. I started looking at an inventory of my skill sets. What do I do well? What do I not do so well? What can I use? How can I use my skill set to put money in my pocket? How can I do that? And it came on like a light bulb. Use my skill set. But see, I had to keep my mouth shut. You see, and I started gauging everybody's temperature. I said, hey, and these are people who I thought would support me. I ain't tell them everything. I just said, hey. I said, man, it'd be nice, boy, if I can open a gym. First thing, oh, nah, man. But man, you gotta have this to open a gym. And so I already knew. But the people that I told, these are people below my level. And then I thought back to my buddy Tom, that he quit the job that we both worked at and got rich. See, I remember my buddy Tom. And I reached back out to him. And he said, you got to talk to people that's above your level. You got to start talking to people that's above your level. See, I'm not too good to humble myself. If somebody knows something more than me on a topic, I'm not too good to humble myself and put myself out there. And I'll do it. And it's like I started learning. Now I understood about the whole car thing where he would buy these like cheap cars and then drive them to death. And I never understood that. I'm like, I used to laugh at Tom. Look at that car, man. You got all this money, man, and you don't want to go buy another car? He said, why? He said, this is an $11,000 investment. And now this investment, I probably saved over $90,000 having this car. And see, now all of that stuff now comes in. Now I understand. Now I get it. See, the pieces, they're starting to come together for me. I mean, and now every little other business venture that I do, every little small, I don't open my mouth. The one that I'm doing now, I ain't told a soul. I ain't told a single solitary person. I shut my mouth. That's what I did. And now these little smaller little side things that I'm doing, they're starting to make money. One thing that 78 preached, 10 Players News, they all do the same thing. You got to have more than one source of income. One income is too much like being broke. Like you one paycheck away from being homeless. And them words, man, resonate. And it's you know what? My buddy Tom said the same thing. You got to have multiple incomes, coach. I know you love to train, but you got to have more than one income. He was trying to tell me that years ago, man, and I just wouldn't listen. See, it had to get bad. See, you young. You're real young. You're in your 20s. It don't have to get bad for you. It don't have to get bad for you, man. You can start now and get this thing working. But you're going to have haters. Look, I got haters right here on YouTube. I got haters right here on YouTube. Let me tell you something, man. The haters real. I got them. Like, they try to act like they cool with you. They try to, but in the back of their mind, they can't stand you. I'm telling you. They can't stand you. And not none of my LDBC brothers, of course. Not none of them. But see, I also learned too from 10 Players News. Look at people that's hating on you. Take a look at what they're doing. And I'm going to use YouTube for example. Okay? I'm going to use, you know all the people that come on and make negative comments. They say stupid stuff. Have you ever think for 1 minute, click on their profile. And you know, most of them, they never have videos of their own. And if they do, if they got a video of their own, you know, you see some goofy ass person behind the camera, or you'll see a video that's insignificant that's got like 1 like and about 50 dislikes. Like literally. And the video got 50 views and it's been up there for 8 years. Like, guys, I kid y'all not. And take that analogy. Take that analogy, okay? Take that one analogy. And that's the analogy that you can use. Seriously, go to any YouTube channel and click on people that's negative on the channel. Click on it. They ain't doing nothing for themselves. They doing nothing for themselves. It's the same thing that you have people who telling you that you can't do it. They not doing anything for themselves. That's why they telling you that you can't do it. But my friend, you shut your mouth. You stop telling folks. You stop telling people what you gonna do. That's part of your problem, and that's your big problem. And that, my friend, well, that's just the way that is. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. I'm done.